can't see she got so much a killing. So hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. That's the Taliban. Go mash up the line. Hit the road, Jack. With your unholy alliance. That's the Taliban. Go mash up the line.
Enough. Hey, we all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember forcing them to take vaccine. All of that was spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people they gone now, properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember forcing them to take vaccine. All of that was spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Family gone. Crime situation is out of control. Every time you wake up, you're losing another soul. The people, they're not satisfied, but they're afraid to open their mouth. Why? Cause if they say anything, they box the food out your mouth. Stop the call. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. They gotta go. What I tell you? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. 1, 2, 3. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Want to hear that again and again? Enough is enough. The people say for a buck. Why? If you don't believe, come out after 6. Nah. The things you will see on the street, you can't believe it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. What I tell you? What I tell you? Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana. Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami.
Okay, God knows I'm about to disobey, but know it's gonna be okay. Oh, let the music take you away. Wanna be happy, so you say. I know your baby drive you crazy, but no one can take his place. It's so dark out, world so dim. Let your light shine from within. No more hatred, let love win. I'm your family, I'm your friend. Good to see you, how have you been? May he bless you and your kin. No more feeling down. It's time to hit the town. Shine your light, shine your light, shine your light, shine your light, shine it bright, shine it bright.
magical. It's a blessing sent from above. And we go jump in morning. Look, the moon not sleeping. Tell them we not leaving. Till the last drop of bacchanal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Live with all my friends and them. No place like I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Live with all my friends and them. No place like no whiskey.
Well, I don't care what people wanna say. Them will talk you any time of day. Hey, you do good, them talking you. You do bad, them talking you. Them never have nothing good to say. Them ask the most questions. Where you from? Where you going? Who are your mother? When last you been home? Mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey.
Wait. Who you again? Any boy for bells, right?
When you see me liming, don't ask me nothing. Interrogation starts. You want me whole life story. Oh, you look good so. Long time in a see you. Where you had for dinner? Chicken back. I hear she's sister breed. Be a married man. How you know that? Homeless man. Mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone. Hey, mind your funky business. Mind your funky business. Just leave me alone. When you see me, leave me alone.
She say everything must be big, so big. Big speaker, big chop, big wheeler. Big road, big road, big road, big road. We wind up and get on bad and walk she man. Big road, big road, big road. She want a big road. From the time she see the road, from the time she touch the road, she start wind up and get the road. She want me the baseline, she's so.
Good night. Night all, night Layou. I know we are running a little bit late, but we'll soon get the show on the road. We had some challenges, and we have been overcoming them one by one. I just want to assure you that tonight we'll have a good time. So we ask a little bit more patience of you while we entertain you with some election music and Fuji music, which are not always the same thing. So Fuji will have the balance a little bit on that side. I will be speaking pretty early in the meeting. Leave Briscoe tonight. And behave good tonight for me. I'll be speaking pretty early in the meeting and asking for your attention because the purpose of tonight's meeting is most important to all of us. Just in case I don't say it again, it will be that important that once you embrace your central Leeward man, Conroy, and he will tell you he's a bagger man, but you'll hear more about that later. Once you embrace him, once you follow what's happening all over St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because the song all over town, certainly in central Kingston, is We Are the Change. Once you make that change here, then the government has changed. And so tonight will be one of those very important political meetings, important historical meetings, when the people of Central Leeward, I don't know, it's going to be a kind of a force too, because his is Conroy Huggins, and I'm told the street named Huggins Street. I don't know if that is correct. So it means that the street was named in anticipation of him. Not a bad thing. But once we change the face of Central Leeward, and we will do it, then we'll change the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So I'm going to give you back some Fuji music, and not long from now, the Master of Ceremonies for tonight's program will come to this microphone and we'll move on. Thank you. Thank you very much. Secretary General, you're not giving me a round of applause for that presentation. Come on, man. Come on, come on. Come on, man.
Make your call and ask if I leave home. Well, I tell she a real close. Girl, I almost did. All inclusive fed. Yeah, tonight go her real vibes. This crowd here go be real nice shit. Can't find me ticket. I done by the door. Realize I had to pay more. I have to get in. Because this fed not missing me. It's not missing me. I want to go big people party. Make the music take over me. I wanna jump up all day, all night. I wanna wind up all day, all night. I want big people party. I liquor up inside me. I wanna jump up all day, all night. I wanna wind up all day. Head back down a real high and a real tight.
Good night, Layou. Good night, Layou. Good night, Central Leeward. Good night, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And for all those that are joining us by social media, I want to welcome you to the beautiful tongue of Layou. As you heard earlier from the Major, we have a bit of challenges earlier, but that is sorted, and the show is about to get underway. Tonight we have some champion speakers with us tonight, and you will hear them one by one as God has permitted us. At this time, I want you to just bow your heads as you invoke the presence of Almighty God upon these grounds. Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for sparing mercies. We thank you that you're alive and you have allowed us to gather here upon these grounds. I ask for thy blessings and thy protection on all the lives that are here. And we as a political party, as we continue to spread the good news, as we continue to go around St. Vincent and the Grenadines and to educate and to uplift our people as to why there could be a better life for them. I pray those that are listening, near and far, that they will be enlightened tonight and that they will turn and support the New Democratic Party to form the next government in this country. Bless us, O God, as we proceed tonight. In Jesus' name, amen. At this time, we are going to have the national anthem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you, DJ. You know, to come to Layou and do not recognize what is happening will not do justice to this meeting. We know that a few days ago, about a week ago, a young man was gunned down here in Layou. I want to send a plea to the youngsters that are warring against each other to put down your guns, bad boy. And at the same time, I want to extend condolences publicly to the family of the deceased on behalf of our candidate and our political party. I also want to extend pity and sympathy to those that have pulled the trigger upon that young man. We are losing too much of our young people by the way of guns. And I want to say to you that the New Democratic Party have a plan to stop that. We have a plan to change the criminal activities and the crime that is happening in Central Leeward and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a whole. So I want to say that before I go further. I would like to, at this time, welcome my brothers and sisters that came in to give their support. You know, we start late, so not much talk tonight. But we are going to start to bring our speakers at this time. And tonight we have a young man that is from our neighboring constituency, a champion who they tried to beat and tried to beat. Who they tried to beat time and time again. And as Jimmy Cliff said, harder they come, harder they fall. And tonight, I want to bring the man from the south. I'm not only from the south, you know. He's a Layou man too. Because his roots are from here, his father is from here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me welcome the man from South Leeward, the nature boy, Nigel Nature Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I does the blessing. I does the blessing. Father God blessing. Well, more blessing. I does the blessing. I does the blessing. Them can't stop me. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, every day of my life I am blessed.
Good night, Layou. Good night, Central Leeward. Let me extend a very pleasant good night to our party leader and the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. I also want to extend a very, very pleasant good night also to the Major, my senior, Vice President of the New Democratic Party, and you heard about it a while ago, the man from Central, from one Central to the next, Central Kingston. And as I looked around, our sister, Lavon Gibson Villocks, our candidate. And I can assure you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Central Leeward, when the next election is called,
Laverne Villux will be the duly elected representative for East St. George. I also want to shout out the hard-working Secretary General of our party, Mr. Brenton Smith. He's in the crowd somewhere. I want to thank Bishop for the kind words, introductory words. And Bishop is absolutely right. Everything that he said is right. But most importantly, I want to say good night to the man of the hour, Brother Conroy Huggins, your candidate here in Central Leeward. I have had the privilege of knowing Conroy for a very long time. But what I can tell you is that from our conversations, he is an extremely passionate person about this constituency. And he never failed to brag and to boast. Because as far as I'm concerned, of all the candidates in the New Democratic Party, he's the only one that has bragging rights. What gave him that right? He always brag and boast that Central Leeward is the only constituency that has two tongues in all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, he hails from Barrowley, but he is having his office right here in this wonderful town of Layou. So I'm saying that Conroy has this passion, this drive to represent the interests of the people of Central Leeward. And from my interaction with him, I am absolutely certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Conroy will be a far better representative than you have today. You see, there are different things that drive these two individuals. They are motivated differently. One individual, for the most part, belongs to a party where there's a rat race to see who can acquire the most wealth at the shortest possible time. And the other one is driven by the fact that he wants to see a better quality of life for the people that he represents. So who would you rather choose? Someone who is in a party having a rat race to see who's going to get rich fastest, or somebody who's going to look after your best interests? I am saying to you that the question that I pose has only one answer for those persons who are sober-minded. The person that you would rather have representing you, who would work tirelessly to improve your life, is Mr. Conroy Huggins. That is why I am delighted to be here to endorse him. The first meeting that he's having, and I am the first speaker, and if I wasn't the first speaker, then I might get vexed. Because not only I hail from South Leeward, but as Bishop told you, my father is right from here, in Layou. And, yes, Boots, I know you know him very well. My father was a forerunner. He was there with Sir James. He worked very hard to ensure that the New Democratic Party got into government. And over the period of time when the New Democratic Party was in government and you were represented by the Honorable Harvey Young, things were so much better in Layou and in Central Leeward. Those were the days when you had proper representation. But I come to you tonight in the spirit of those persons who went before me. Those persons whose modus operandi was to lift the people of this constituency out of poverty. And I'm encouraging you, I'm urging you to give your support to Conroy Huggins whenever the bell rings. I look at Layou, and it is very painful. Painful in the sense that there are so many young people walking the streets of Layou, literally night and day, looking for jobs and cannot find jobs. How many young people do you know from Layou? And I know a lot of them, because in my life before being a politician, I was a teacher. And I've taught so many people from this town of Layou. And when I look at them, they just about, like the Rasta say. What's going on? I about. What happened? You're not working? No, can't find job. How can you have a government that is called a Labour government, being in office for 24 years, and do not possess the capacity to create employment for our young people? But you know, we've always said in the NDP that it is not in the interest of the Unity Labour Party to create employment. Layou, listen to me. Young people who are in Layou looking for jobs and can't find, it is not in the interest of this government to provide jobs for you. They rather you being unemployed. And whenever you're unemployed, you will have to go to them, as we always say, with your begging bowl. Layou, you're better than that. Central Leeward, you are better than that. You want to be your own man. You want to be your own woman. You want to work for your own money. You must not be beholden unto any politician because they give you this or they give you that. Listen to me. Whatever they're giving to you now, they owe you. They cannot compensate you for 24 years of your support. So what they give to you, you take. But before I leave here, I just want to show you a couple of things, you know, how we want to get the people of Central Leeward working again. Not that I said to you before that we have a Labour government, but Labour is not working. If Labour is not working, you need to change it. Now, you would have heard us talk about the 4 pillars of the economy that we want to concentrate on. The unique thing about Central Leeward is that they have a coast. They have the sea right there in the backyard. And further up, you have mountains. So undoubtedly, employment can be created from fishing, and employment can be created from agriculture. So we're talking about the pillars of development, and we're talking development of the economy. We're talking about agriculture, we're talking about tourism, we're talking about the blue economy with respect to fishing and the different components, and also we're talking about the new or the orange economy, where we concentrate on the skills of our people, the human resources of our people. And I don't need to tell you about the exploits of the people of Layou and Central Leeward, how good they were in football. We know that. They are good role models. But I don't want to concentrate on that. I just want to show us how employment can be created in agriculture, in the field of construction, and also in tourism. My friends, I want you to just pay attention to what I'm proposing here on the behalf of the New Democratic Party to make sure that employment opportunities are created for you, Central Leeward. You look at this road here, you see how congested it is. And it is a shame that the traffic was not diverted as requested. But the show must go on. It's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us from getting the message across, and it is not going to stop you from coming to support your party. But for us in the New Democratic Party, we are all about creating new frontiers. We are all about creating possibilities. And one of the things that we are going to do, Central Leeward, as a man from South Leeward, we are going to be constructing a new road network that starts in Vermont, in my constituency, And that road is going to exit in shops in Chateau Belair. But while we are talking about that, that road is going to get exit points. Right here in Central Leeward, right here in Layou. So if you don't want to drive, if something happens at Layou Hill and you can't get over, or nobody can come beyond Layou, we are proposing to construct a new road network that will join South Leeward, Central Leeward, and North Leeward. And there is a mountain up there that you call Bellwood. There is a mountain up there just across the hills up there that we call Bellwood. That is one of the exit points or the entrance point, depending on how you look at it. So you just imagine a new road network that spans 3 constituencies, the amount of employment that will be created there. I have seen far too many people walking on the streets for 8 days or 7 days and feel like they're walking 10 feet tall because they have a road walk. We are going to give you more sustainable walk. We are going to ensure that in the construction of that road, you find employment if you are a laborer or if you are a trade. If you are a trade person, you're a tradesman, you're a skilled individual, jobs will be created for you. And for those persons who are also involved in transportation and trucking, jobs will also be created for you. So we are talking about the possibilities to get our people back to work. So having established that route, let us talk a little bit about the tourism aspect of it. What we want to do, because St. Vincent and the Grenadines is loaded with resorts which are described as coastal resorts. All the resorts are right there on the sea. But there are different categories of tourists. Everybody is not going to come to a particular country for the same purpose. So for those persons who love the sea and all of that, they can go to the coastal resort. But we want to create the environment so that investors can come in and invest in ecotourism. That is, utilizing the mountainous areas and constructing a mountain resort. So we are talking about creating possibilities. No longer would you have everybody having a mad rush to go to one resort looking for employment, but there will be alternatives. Because we know for sure that there are tourists who we describe as nature lovers, who would not necessarily go down by the beach, but they would rather go and enjoy the tranquility of the forested areas. There are those persons who love bird watching. There are those persons who want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and find solace. Therefore, my friends, we are also proposing to build along that road network what we call a sanctuary village. What do I mean by a sanctuary village? You find sanctuary. It simply means, even for local persons, we are building these little huts, these little cottages. So if you want to leave your home for a weekend, if you want to leave your home for a week and find solace and relaxation, you can find it along this route that we are proposing. So imagine those persons who can find employment. You're not going to have these from the Unity Labour Party because they don't want to do anything that would make you employed. And finally, my friends, we are talking about agriculture. There are so many people who started off farming and gone by the wayside simply because they cannot find a market for their produce. And not just that. If you look at what the Unity Labour Party has been doing, they have neglected the main roads, the secondary village roads, and don't talk about the mountain roads. When last have you seen a mountain road look motorable? When last have you seen a mountain road that you can drive on? These bad road conditions, farm road conditions, are deterrent to farming. Therefore, what we will do in the New Democratic Party is ensure that our farm roads are properly repaired. But along the route of that road between Vermont, Central Leeward, and North Leeward. We are also going to be opening up new agricultural lands. You just imagine lands up there that have not been farmed for decades. How fertile those lands are going to be. So what we're doing is preparing the infrastructure, proper roads to take you to those farms. And once you are there, one of the things that you will hear Major Leacock championing, the fact that we just don't want to have our produce in the primary state. That is to say, if you're farming, you're planting yam, bananas, or whatever the case may be, Edos, when you reap them, that is the primary state. We want to add value to that. So we're going to provide impetus to the farmers of Central Leeward. Because what we are going to do in the New Democratic Party is ensure that we establish a food processing industry to convert agricultural products from their primary state to a secondary state where value is added. We are not just talking. We are an action party. We talk the talk, and if we are given the opportunity, we will walk the talk. Finally, I have been in contact with some folks in Barbados. I don't know to what extent you know about it, but they have been trafficking, they've been buying the produce from Vincentian farmers for a long time. We have a certain minister here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines who have presided over the destruction of agriculture, have now formed an alliance with a very shady character in Barbados, saying that they are going to buy Vincentian products. But farmers, let me tell you this. Ask anybody in Barbados, find out this individual's name. He's operating under an alias. Deported from the United States of America. Try his and his business. And every time his goods land in Barbados, the drug squad is there to examine them. Listen to what I'm saying. When these people come around to you and talk about the farming, and they're going to get people to absorb your goods, to buy your produce, consider the company. And you know all people used to say, birds of a feather flock together. Be wise. Be wise. Vote Conroy, Huggins, and the New Democratic Party to ensure that agriculture is revived, to ensure that jobs are created, to ensure that in your constituency, somewhere up there, may have the best land for that mountain resort. Thank you very much for your patience. God bless you. Remember, it is not the nature boy, it is Conroy Huggins on election day. Thank you.
We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What you did in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that was spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone.
Yeah, enough is enough. They're gone now. Because NDP and Dr. Friday have the team that will uproot the wickedness that is taking place in this country. You know, I told you that we have some champion speakers here tonight. We have a young lady here. We have a very beautiful young lady here. You know, the last time Up in what the place they call up the East St. George? She had the man running. Get away by 60. Not this time. The people of East St. George say they're fed up. They ain't seen the boy. And he gone. Enough is enough. And he gone now. So we have our sister here with us. She have kind of a Layou name, and I don't know. But she have kind of a Layou name. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome from East St. George, Sister Lavon Deluxe.
So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. The gift of life astounds me to this day. I give it up for the woman. She's the constant wind that fills my sail.
Good night, Layou. Good night, Central Leeward. It gives me great pleasure to be here. Let me greet the President of the New Democratic Party and the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Godwin Friday. Let me also greet the Vice Presidents of the party, Major Sinclair Leacock and MP Stevenson from South Leeward. Tonight, we are here to join Conroy as he opens the Central Leeward office in Layou. But I'm not ready for Conroy yet. I have a few things to say. Anybody here think St. Vincent mash up? So let me touch on a few things. They say poor people children should have white-collar jobs. No farming for them. Nobody to carry on the legacy. So agriculture mash up. Thousands of acres of land that were once agricultural land are left now to grow big bush. Nothing that you can eat grows there anymore. And what is the result of that? Our food security is in jeopardy. We are not planting enough food to sustain us. And especially, we are not planting enough food to make money for export. They kill bananas to the point that bananas are scarce. There's a little story. I went into the market recently and I said to a lady, "Can I have some ripe bananas?" She was almost apologetic as she said, "Miss, you know it's $1 for one." But I needed them, so I bought them. This is where a country that exported bananas just a few years ago, like 24 years ago, has come to, where we have to pay $1 for 1 grain of banana. The citrus trees in our country are dying. But in 2020, Saboto said that he was distributing 40,000 citrus plants throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Central Leeward, did you get any? Did you get any? Nobody seems to know where these citrus trees are. I have to tell him, though, that is Saboto, that dashing alone can't save us. After a quarter of a century, not an effort to process any agricultural products for export except for Windfresh, and we don't hear much about them. Amerijet is still coming full and leaving empty. We're not sending anything out on it. Everybody knows that we have the most fertile soil in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Prairie Lasney is at an all-time high. You can't leave your animals or tie them anyway and expect to go back and find them there. Somebody has better use for them. talking about animals. I am from a butchering family. My brother, my uncle are butchers. My father before that was a butcher. And for the longest while, we cannot find any beef. We are not selling any beef because somebody is shipping out all the cattle from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There are no markets for whatever we produce in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is a damn shame. NDP will bring back an upgraded version of the defunct Marketing Corporation to secure viable markets for our produce. And the NDP will ensure that there is a robust agricultural sector to feed us here at home with enough for export. Healthcare mashup. Hospitals and clinics are in poor conditions and they do not have the supplies to take care of patients who go there. Things like cotton and gauze and bandages, even rubbing alcohol, you can't find at our clinics. How are they functioning? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. They said during the pandemic, some people succumbed due to the lack of oxygen. Who was in charge of procuring oxygen for the hospital? God knows we are existing by His grace only. Clinics, especially those in East St. George, are in deplorable condition. Every year they're threatening to fix them, and until now, nothing. Well, I posted them up on Facebook, and last week they told the clinics, the one in Enhams, that by next month they'll be out of there so the repairs and maintenance can begin. The education revolution is a big fail. The draconian vaccination mandate caused teachers to be fired, and as a consequence, our children failed, and they say they care about us. Care about who? Themselves and their families. You don't have to wonder what became of the integrity legislation because corruption is rampant. So many young people walking about aimlessly with nothing to do. I say to you, help is on the way. The NDP, as a government under Dr. Friday, will provide the means for you to learn a skill so you can be independent. We are the hope you have been craving. We will seek internships with businesses so that you can have something to do. And this will be done in our first term. That's our guarantee as a party. Infrastructure mashup. Roads are the worst ever. It seems like we no longer maintain roads. We leave them to deteriorate so they can become major projects. For instance, right in Calicut in East St. George, they started a road project in November 2023. It's not done yet. Late last year, it was supposed to cost $2.2 million. Late last year, we went to the parliament to find out exactly what it was, only to find that the amount is now $5.5 million, 150% increase over the original figure. How is that possible? How is that possible? School children say the workers didn't get full pay at the end of the last fortnight. And last Monday, some of the workers were laid off. We need accountability for all projects in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Crime and violence are at an all-time high under this government. When the NDP is in power, they place the blame for crime and violence squarely on the shoulders of then Prime Minister James Mitchell and then Commissioner of Police Randolph Toussaint, both of blessed memory. So who we blaming now? Who is to blame now? Exactly. Right now, we have an acting commissioner. When we were little, we would call him a pliple commissioner because he's not confirmed. I, for one, would like to know why an important office like that does not have a confirmed person in place. The police force is serious business. Lives depend on it. And we wonder why so many police officers are disgruntled. It's because competence is overlooked due to the perceived party leaning. But enough of that. Because when we win the next elections to form government under the astute leadership of Dr. Friday, professionalism will be our watchword in running St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And hear this, your Conroy Huggins, your candidate for Central Leeward, will be right there with us. He will be a vital part of an NDP government led by Dr. Friday. We have the plans to rebuild our beautiful country and set it on the path to prosperity. I wish to congratulate Conroy, his team, and the entire Central Leeward constituency on the opening of this office. Conroy has been a great addition to the New Democratic Party, and no doubt he will be a great addition to the NDP and the government that it's going to form. Conroy, I can assure you, will be the next area representative for Central Leeward. East St. George is alive and well and in support of Conroy. Nobody those stone fluxy mango. When I see Conroy post his pics, I usually say, Conroy is really like pot salt. He in everything. Every nook and cranny of Central Leeward has seen Conroy working and doing what is necessary to show that he is a viable candidate and will be a great representative for Central Leeward. And people of Central Leeward, Conroy has your backs. Conroy has your backs. And I know that come next election, you will have Conroy's back with your solid votes. Let's get this done. Enough is enough. They're gone. Thank you very much.
Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that was spite. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear it again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
Yeah.
Totally gone.
Enough is enough. And they're gone now. Dr. Friday, don't worry. Every little thing is going to be all right. We know that the Unity Labour Party They're scrambling to find candidates even to run far less win. They will lose this election, and they will lose it badly. Do you know why? Because the Unity Labour Party are bringing people into power that they want to carry to Parliament that are we know that are associated with crime and that are known criminals in this country. Yeah, I tell you tonight, they are dealing with criminals, and that is why they are going to lose this election in this country. I just want to make some announcement before I bring the next speaker. You might notice some people are going wrong in the back here. Well, there's where the food is. We have soup, and we have two kinds of soup. They are salt. One from saltfish and callaloo, and one with beef and callaloo. So go wrong and try the saltfish and see how it tastes. We also have pork and chicken to the back, so you could go wrong, and we have also blackfish serving on the menu. So feel free to go wrong and support Brother Conroy, because we need the box to help do the work. So you could go wrong and support him in the back there. And to my left, there's a bar here on this side. For those of you who like to have a Carib or a Haroon or a malt, you can go this side, and the young ladies up there will serve you. Don't worry about that. I want to say something to the young people and to the people of Layou. 2010, when Ralph Gonsalves and the Unity Labour Party held a convention at the playing field up the road there, he promised the people of Layou that he will light and fence the playing field up there. This is 15 years since that convention, and not a post hole dig up there. Nothing up there. But yet, they are coming here to tell you, you must go to the polls on election day and vote for the Unity Labour Party. What are you voting for? Nothing. 15 years. They can't put not even a wire fence around the playing field. But you know something? I hear people talking about Conroy, you know. But Conroy is a very dangerous fella. You know, since Conroy come here and say he's going to run, people start to talk. People start to get bingo and karaoke and red lime. And me here know them get boat right. Where you ever hear a ruling party doing all these things in a constituency after 25 years in government? After 25 years? And this young boy here from Barley just come and mash up the whole place. They're running all over now. I hear they're going to do court news, they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. But let me tell you something. But let me tell you something. You notice up there, you got some nice sign above my head there. They say Central Leeward together, we win with Huggins. The people in Barley tell me that they're voting this time for their own man. They want somebody from Barley to represent them. That's what they tell me in Barley, you know. And I always in Barley, and next week Friday, I come down to Barley for Fish Fest. And they want somebody now from Barley to represent them. So all I have to say to my friends, my family, and my brothers and sisters here in Layou, join the Barley people, because for too long now, we've been voting for Layou people, and they ain't getting with nothing. No, I ain't a speaker, I only the chairman. So, at this time, I can come back later. At this time, I have a young fella here, you know. No, he might be playing young. But I have a young fella here. And he is a champion. They're afraid they know who to put against this man. But they're right here, so. And he said he want to speak third. So, he's the boss. And he's from Central Kingston. And anybody they send to Central Kingston, they lost. So at this time, put your hands together and welcome the champion, the Honorable Major Sinclair Liquor.
Solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. My love, it's as solid as a rock. I can't stop.
Central people day. Where the Central people day.
Well, you know I tell you truthfully, it has got no age, no beginning nor end. Won't slip, won't slide, won't break, won't bend. Oh, let me tell you now, my love, it's as solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. Oh, honey, my love, it's as solid as a rock. I can't stop.
Music, let the music flow.
If you're looking for love that will endure, when the storms of hate knocks at your door, love will stand the test of every jealous guest. The length, the breadth, the width, the depth. Ooh, honey, now, that's me. Oh, honey, my love, it's as solid as a rock. I can't stop.
Yes, I. Central Leeward. Central Leeward. Layou. Hogan Street. NDP. Conroy Hogan. Government. I tell you, tonight, give me a little space, brethren. Briscoe, Ezra, must win. Best football team ever, Vincy Heat. I know you're doing that. Always. So give me a little space on here now. Thank you. Tonight, mates are going to be a little different. But it's important for me to be different to strengthen the case and the cause of our candidate, your candidate in this constituency, Conroy Huggins. Dr. Friday, our president, I thank you very much for listening to the people of Central Leeward and endorsing Conroy as the candidate for this constituency. I want to thank you. My VP brother, Nature, thanks for being here and for continuing to be in the wilderness. I saw Fitz a little earlier tonight and I believe he's around. He's right there. East Kingston in the house. This side is a rock too. In fact, this is the Rock of Gibraltar, on mainland. On mainland. Fitz, good to have you here. Lavon, Eastern George, you recognize our Secretary General, rest in his foot, Brenton Smith. Good work, other executive members, Luan in the crowd, and those who have missed. We are all here from the executive and the hierarchy and from the leadership of the New Democratic Party for this important milestone, this important time in our history, and to urge you and encourage you to go brave. I will be a little personal in a few things that I said tonight. But the personal things are, in a sense, to connect with Conroy and the other new candidates in the New Democratic Party. Is Kishore here, by the way? Kishore, don't try that, you know. The guard in the gully. I know how fast the small will come off, you know, but the gully is a safe place. You don't have to run too much. I'm glad you made it here, and that alone shows commitment. Great to have him there. But he is very much a part of the conversation that I'm talking about. Because this is not, even though I say solid as a rock, this is not Major's time, but I'll get there. A few meetings that I've been going to, I've been walking with documents. When I was in Diamond, where our Israel Bruce senator has to reduce that lead and increase his lead in Greg's and in Lauders, I used a document to show that the minister who was in office there for the last 10, 15 years has underperformed. And I'm not going to call names, just so I wouldn't call names here tonight. And when I went to Argyle, where their people are saying, teach, reach, and we are confident, to use Conroy's terms, we'll turn it up and win South Windward, I also produced a document which was emphasizing the importance of what we call constituency development. That is, we must empower our candidates to deliver on the promises between both of you. Tonight, the document I bring is not quite that. And Kishore will relate to this. It's a document which cements my own role in the New Democratic Party at this time, and the endorsement, and more so the quality of the endorsement that I give to the candidates who are to take this great institution of ours to the next level. Because when you are in politics, as long as I have, you have to know how to occupy the stage, and when it's your turn to pass that baton to a new breed of leadership. That is what I perceive to be my responsibility over the next few months in the New Democratic Party. And it must not be a hearsay or a say-so record. It must be a statement that is as solid as a rock. Now, I don't want to be too long, but a little while back, and I looked at the document, September 1998, and the cover marks University of Bradford, Doctorate in Business Administration, but the subtitle is what is important. Personal Development Plan. And in this personal development plan was a caption, show me the way, Lord. That was Major speaking in 1998 when I was doing my doctorate. And my expression was, show me the way, Lord. Now that's important to me at a personal level, and my presence here tonight, some 27 years after. Because then, I was not just finishing my doctorate in 6 months. I was finishing 1 year to become a lawyer, and 1 year to be a chartered accountant. I was studying like crazy. The brains was functioning. But Eustace called me and said, pack up all that, come home, serve me in the parliament as a senator. And I put country and political party before self, and I have not moved my shoulder from the wheel. I haven't moved the shoulder from the wheel. But inside of that document, show me the way, Lord, and background. This is to give you all some insights about Major, because a lot of people feel Major just go to Parliament and talk, or turn up Ralph. That's important too. But you have to have substance. You have to have stickability. You have to self-belief. You have to have know-how. You have to have passion. And you have to have a moral commitment and compass to stay the course to do what you are talking about. So in that, or this document, this is what Major said then. Life is hard enough for man without others' interference to make it unbearable. Lord, give me the grace, give me the humility and the knowledge to make the difference in the life of my people. That's what I was saying 27 years ago. That's what I've offered myself. I want to submit to you that the life I have lived over those 27 years and the service I have given to the New Democratic Party informs my judgment of people today. So even though it is less than a year ago I met Conroy in Mount Wayne, when the ladies' arm of the New Democratic Party was holding a weekend meeting on my first conversation with the gentleman, I knew instinctively I had met a young man of great value, education, quality, commitment. And as all have been seeing in the short time that he has been on the platform, a tremendous communicator, second to none in the New Democratic Party, including us, the old stagers. And that propelled me to say, I must lend this young man, Conroy, my support and my experience. So in that process, I had the privilege of being able to sit for 2 hours or so with Conroy, who I was well pleased to recognize had done deep study of the New Democratic Party, that understood the philosophy of the New Democratic Party, and given the opportunity to serve would make a difference in Central Leeward. Conroy is somewhere about listening. And Bishop, you too. The last time I gave Bishop a lift to Barley, the whole traffic blocked up. I ain't giving him no more right to Barley again. The biggest roadblock they ever had in Barley is because we dropped Bishop off there. And he, brother, give me a little space now. Give me a little time now, please, please. I beg you. I want to make the point that I can speak in Layou on the strength that I am a Central Leeward man, you know. I could do that. Because my grandmother, Gertrude Richardson, is from Barley. And I don't even know how I come liquor, because properly speaking, I should have carried Richardson. But them days, why have I carried and tell the people? It's so because I don't even know what the affidavit is for my own father for the name he gave me. But that's how that's history. The fact is that I have Layou rights and Baga heritage, because that's where my grandmother is from. So Ronnie Richardson and Smoke Alexander and a lot of other people that I don't even know our family. But all that ties into the fact that we have today in Central Leeward, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a challenge on our hands. And Conroy is very much a part of the solution to that challenge. And that challenge is that over the last 25 years, we have made some miscalculations. Yes, we have assumed wrongly that those in office today would have made that difference that I speak about into the lives of all and sundry. But I want you to entertain this thought for me. Kishore, I want you to stay with Major for this point. In 1979, our country gained independence. And it gained independence under Robert Milton Cato of blessed memory. He was referred to as the father of the nation because he had brought us as a people into the independence, and we couldn't challenge that. But 5 quick, short years, the people were not satisfied. And so James Mitchell and the New Democratic Party came into office. And the people were so satisfied that in 1989, they gave the New Democratic Party all 15 seats. Completely pleased. That's the reverse, you know. Cato 5 and out, Mitchell 5 and all. Think about it that way. He wasn't the father, but you could not ask for a better stepfather. He adopted the whole nation and united all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and had us all firing on all pistons and made St. Vincent a better place to be. Even the International Monetary Fund said, much to please and little to fall. Now fast forward to 2001, when the government changed, regrettably. And we moved from the father of the nation to the stepfather of the nation, and you will have to have a name for that person who took over in 2001. What happened? He came in and he treated St. Vincent and the Grenadines as if we were bastard children. Kick, box, stamping with chest. If you're a grave digger, go home. Sanitation worker, go home. Public servant worker, go home. Electricity worker, go home. He had no use for the people he met in offices. Like a worthless man in a home, he divided St. Vincent into two. Those who were for him and the rest for whom he had absolutely no use. For the last 25 years in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, he has left more than half of this nation fighting for themselves or starving us to death and advantage us in all kinds of forms and fashion. I can stay here and list all those ways in which we have been misused and abused. But after 25 years, there's only so much and so much only you can do to disadvantage a people. Today, we have said enough is enough. We are tired, we are fed up, and we are determined and resolute that we will not stay on his plantation and on his time. And that decision is fundamental. It is fundamental because you have a choice. If you are a young person in Central Leeward, in Layou, in Bagger, Cottons, Buckermont, wherever, you have to choose between who is there now and who we are offering to you. I don't want to get that set into personal stories, but right in Central Kingston, I have a community center in Lago Heights. And when the guy here was in charge of that ministry, I begged, plead, cajole to get a homeless out of that building. The guy was stooling in the building, urinating in front of the neighborhood, doing all kind of unsightly things, and he couldn't get that done. While he's fighting up with that issue, woodlice eat out the other half of the place. Where woodlice they eat, cattle grass take over. So if he couldn't even take care of a community center, you think he can take care of Layou, Baga, or Central Leeward? But understand this. This is a person who sat and sits in a parliament in which the New Democratic Party, and Fitz will back this, have proposed that if you want to be a representative of people, we feel you should have a portion of money that you, as a representative, should decide you want to do for your people. And we asked that question of him not once, not twice, not 3 times. And he couldn't look us straight-eyed and say, that's a good idea. This is a man who sits in a cabinet of colleagues and watch policemen fired, teachers fired, sanitation workers fired, public servants fired, and couldn't say, nah, I can't live with that. That ain't good enough. I see a gentleman in here who is a trade unionist, and he will understand this. He sits in a government that calls itself, and I want the young people to understand these things, it calls itself a labor government. But the union, the trade union movement, has had to take a labor government to the courts to get justice for its public servants. The unions now have to fight it hard and find money to go to the Privy Council to defend the workers of this country against a labor government. People in the youth still saying they want to support that. Pay attention to what is said, because what comes over a man's mouth defile him. He said, I ain't telling no lie on him, you know. Shaka. He said, I have over 5,000 people on poor relief. Let me say it over. I have over 5,000. You know he's going when he loses the way. Divide 5,000 people by 15 constituencies. It means he has over 300 and something people dependent upon him. Check how many constituencies in this country NDP doesn't control by less than 300 and something votes. North Windward, 62. South Central Windward, 200 and something. South Windward, 2 something. East St. George, 2 something. Or not even quite 200. Huh? Down the road here by 1. In other words, he is in government because of poor relief. Because 5,000 people are tied to $275 a month. That is when you have succeeded in taking the brain of the people and they no longer have self-belief. And when it isn't $275 that keeps him in government, it's a twice per year job for road gang work, which hardly brings $500. Just think of what separates. Think of what Major is saying. What really is separating the New Democratic Party from government. What is separating us is that people, our people, have lost their way. Not the cement, lumber, galvanized, fertilizer, auxiliary police, and pigs. The fact that he has taken away from us our self-belief. Conroy is fundamental in that regard. Conroy, like his colleague in North Windward, will be a breath of fresh air in Central Leeward. He's eminently qualified and multi-scale qualified. That's what they have in the New Democratic Party now, you know. People who can walk and chew at the same time. You have in the New Democratic Party with the Conroy that when the election is called and we win tonight, life gets better the same time. You have in Conroy a person who can be a Minister of Agriculture, of Education, of Ecclesiastical Affairs, of Sports, of Culture, and many other portfolios. And most importantly, you have in Conroy a person who would be his own man. He can make his own independent decisions and come before a cabinet of Dr. Friday and say, Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, I hear you, I listen to you, I will respect you, I'm a member of team, I'm a member of cabinet, but I too have a say on this subject matter, and here is my 2 cents. So I don't have to speak, as Dr. Friday and others will do, to the plans for the development of Central Leeward. But I have to say that I am taking in, and I haven't measured it myself. I'm not a John Thompson. But I heard a caller make the point that Central Leeward, the size of Central Leeward, is bigger than St. Kitts. If I'm wrong from somebody else. But that's what he said. And it may well be true, because St. Kitts is a very small country. But the economy of St. Kitts is so much more than our St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And in Layou and Baga and Cottons and the other villages, you have all of the resources that are necessary to transform this place of Layou. That will be known for something other than criminal activities. Anybody will tell you that Layou and Baga have a head start on the development plans for our country. It's the home of calypso and music. The great Sir Alson Beckett, the great Dr. Fraser, and so many other sports persons, Vibert Butte, and the names could go on, even the modern day footballers. Fishers of men, netballers. All that is good about St. Vincent and the Grenadines is present in Central Leeward. All that it needs is a shepherd to take you and transform this country to that promised land. Tonight, I recommend to you, and do so very strongly, that individual, that member of the new leadership of the New Democratic Party, the Shakas, the Kishores, the Lavon, the Bruce, the Chavons, the Chieftain, I trust I don't miss any name, that all of them, that when I step back and I said that I've accomplished my political mission, I would have left politics better than I met it because of the people such as Conroy Huggins. Good night, thank you, God bless you. Vote solidly for that change in Central Leeward.
Show me who you're voting. We voting NDP, NDP, NDP. NDP. Them think them smart, we go vote them out to run. Them think them smart, we go
vote them out right. Them think them smart, we go vote them out right. Them think them smart, we go vote them out right. Cause when the kids start to suffer, blame it pan labor. When no job now they run ya, NDP will deliver. Yeah, see no smile from no farmer, NDP will deliver. We will deliver, NDP will deliver. Boy, the old place voting, we saving something. NDP we voting, Friday we voting. Boy, the old place voting, we saving something. NDP we voting, Friday we voting.
Get hard again. Oh Jesus, all I hear is that. Jesus.
Modo, how is he up so? I say modo, how is it up so? Hola, Vinci hard, Vinci rough, Vinci tough, oh, Vinci rough, Vinci tough, Vinci hard, Asgard. Everything got up, sugar got up, light got up, chumming got up, rum got up, gas got up, milk got up. Oh God, all we can do is Vinci is just eat bread and butter, eat bread and butter.
Boy, if Vinci get hard again. Oh Jesus, all I hear is that. Jesus.
Modo, how is he up so? I say modo, how is it up so? Oh Lord, Vinci hard, Vinci rough, Vinci tough, oh, Vinci rough, Vinci tough, Vinci hard, Asgard. Everything got up, sugar got up, light got up, chumming got up, rum got up, gas got up, milk got up. Oh God, all we can do is Vinci is just eat bread and butter, 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 eat bread and butter. Modo,
friend them do. Liquor make we turn poppin' show. Turn poppin' show. Liquor make we turn poppin' show. Turn poppin' show. Live liquor. 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 Live liquor.
Well, Stumpy, I find it. Tell me, sing that one, you know. Why top hit it again. You're fighting man, and you now have no front kid. You get a lot of pacing, and you now have no front kid. You better save your money and go buy your front kid. You fight for people, man, girl, and you now have no front kid.
Yeah.
They fighting for sugar cane, fighting for sugar cane. They fighting for sugar, who could buy 10 who sugar cane.
Thank you, Fuji. I hope you're enjoying yourself in Layou. I hope you're having fun. I see some people partying. Tonight is a wonderful feeling. It's a good atmosphere. The skies are clear. And we are having fun. But it's a serious fun, you know, because it's a serious business. Because it is said that the highest level of poverty from the last census is in Central Leeward. And you know, since I born to know, all the representative is from Layou. Since I know myself, all of them. And look around and see what is happening. I want to big up Shaka. Welcome to Central Leeward. You see my partner Shara, some up the road, Shara, big up yourself. And there's some people that's in the crowd that you want a name called. Big up yourself. Remember, there is food in the back, and there's a bar to my left. So you go get something to drink and get something to eat. Well, let me tell you this, a very, very important announcement. I see a lady looking straight at me, the treasurer. I know I could make the thing. There's a boat ride coming up on the 4th of May. That is next week, Thursday. It is called the President's Boat Ride. And the President hiding in the crowd over there, you know. Because under the almond tree in Beckway, a big fair. And I going down to Beckway. I was there 2 weeks ago, and I'm going back Thursday, God's spare life, to have fun. So, this is a call for all the party faithful. And those of you that are on the fence that want to come over, and those of you that are UNP and not coming over, join the boat ride to Beckway. It's only $50, and we're using Admiral and Gemstar. So get there early if you want your ticket. Check the bishop. I will check the general secretary. I'll get your ticket by Thursday, and we'll go up to Kingston, and we'll go across to Beckway. So remember, the President boat ride take place on the 1st of May. And if you go to Beckway on the 1st of May, you will have fun. You ready for another speaker? You want to hear some more talk? If you want to hear another speaker, say yeah, yeah. So hear me. Hear me now. Go high. Go high. Go high. Go high. Go high. Go high. You know something? All you think that Conroy Hogan's bad? Conroy is my next representative, you know. But you know, this young fellow here go up in the north and say he running for NDP, and he get a man going crazy. And when I went down to Petrobedel some time ago, I heard they saying this thing, go high. Go high. We voting. We voting. We voting. Enough said, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome the man from the north that is driving the comrade crazy. Doctor.
For North Leeward and NDP.
Doctor. Kishore
North Leeward.
Shallow!
North Leeward, you give me something I need, yeah. You give me something I bleed. North Leeward, you give me something I crave.
You look innocent,
I really need
you
you too.
innocent at all.
I really want us feel great now, so let us have our way. Keisha is never gonna leave, cause he's so invested in you. Keisha feel a vibe every time we touch down, and nobody like this. No vibe like this, it's nobody like you. Nothing and nobody like you. And every single time we touch, he never wanna stop. He always wanna let you know that he love you so much. It's nobody like you. Not live when I'm
alright, let's sing this song here now.
Vincy Barlow.
If you know this song.
Long time the change over you. Long time the change over you. Oh, Vincy Barlow. Nothing what it over you. Long time the change over you. Oh, because you're special to me.
Yeah.
Special to me. Very special, not Leeward, you're very special. Whoa, whoa, I say you're special to me. Me,
Rosemary, you're very special to me.
Very special, not Leeward, you're very special. We need you.
Yes, yes.
We need you.
Yes, Fuji. Good night, Layou. Good night, Central Leeward. I want to ask you something. Are you ready for change? Are you ready for Conroy Huggins? Are you ready for Dr. Friday and the NDP? Your song ready? Your song more than ready for true. Greetings, my friends, my family. It's great to be here in Layou. And let me tell you, it had a cricket team in about 1975, 1979 major. You remember that team day? Clive Lloyd as captain. I sure Dr. Friday feel like Clive Lloyd now where he could pick any member from the team and just send them up to bat. Anybody, just pick them and send them go bat. And they're going to deliver. The senior members of the party, all the members, not everyone speaking tonight. I saw Fitz a while ago. Big up yourself, my brother. Let me tell my people from North Leeward, Orly. Tonight is about Conroy. I'm telling you now, tonight is about Conroy. Wednesday, we'll be for us in Rose Hall. We'll have our fun in Rose Hall. Right? And so, tonight, I'm not going to talk about the quarry. I'm not going to talk about that road that they give we down there that when we're in Jizzle, we can't cross and go down fast, Cumberland. We ain't talking about that tonight. And we ain't going to talk about agriculture and farming because somebody whispered to me that the only farming that the ULP does is farming the fool. Farming the fool. So we gonna leave them things there for Rose Hall come Wednesday night and we gonna have some fun down there. But tonight is about my brother Conroy. As many of you probably well aware, I grew up in Bookament. And you know Bookament is Central Leeward. And so I normally go about and boast and say that I am a true Leeward man. In that I born and grew up in Coastal. I live in Bookament. And of course, I live in Pembroke up by nature. So North Leeward, Central Leeward, and South Leeward. It means that I'm a real Leeward man. Right, Pat? All right. And so when I stand here tonight and tell you that I feel a deep sense of obligation to ensure that North Leeward, Central Leeward, and South Leeward, whenever the fella get brave and rings the bell, we are going to bring home all these seats on the Leeward side.
You can depend on me.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
North Leeward seats, Central Leeward, South Leeward, we coming home.
I'm in your corner, friend. I'm in your corner. Anytime the trouble is on, I'm in your corner, friend. I'm in your corner. When you need someone.
My friends, I want to talk to you tonight. I want to continue to echo change. Let me engage you over the next few minutes to tell you about change and why change is so necessary at this particular point. I want to tell you how, with change, the New Democratic Party is going to pave a road of success, a road of prosperity, a road of hope for our young people of this country. Today, I just came in a while ago from Antigua and Barbuda. And earlier today, I was at a conference with this famous rapper and singer, Wyclef John. I'm sure you all know him, Wyclef. And Wyclef shared his experience about growing up in Haiti as a little boy. He recalled a story about riding a donkey in Haiti with a friend of his, and they together saying that one of these days they are going to move to USA and they're going to be superstars. Needless to say, that dream is a reality. Wyclef is a superstar, and we all know him. The moral of the story that Wyclef shared was that we should not limit ourselves. We have to imagine as a people. We have to dream big and don't believe in any little favors and that we have to settle for subpar governance and subpar performance. And most importantly, the story taught me that change and newness is critical if we are going to advance as a country and as a nation. Now, the story that Wyclef shared certainly resonated with me, and I will share a little something with you that I have never said anyway publicly before. As a teenager, remember I told you all I grew up in Bookament, and as a teenager, I always thought I should become an entrepreneur. Kevin, I used to be thinking I'm going to be a businessman, right? And so, while in college, I decided to embark on my first business venture, promoting a party right over here by the center in Layou, right, as a teenager. And my mother warned me and said, boy, you sure you want to do that? And you know, mothers always show concerns and so on, and I went ahead anyway. I threw my party, the night things looking nice, party ram. Major, you should see the party down the nice. Right? No, I'll say, yeah. I will tell mommy, yeah, man, I do good. End of the night now, ready for count my money. Shaka, you has the accountant here. I start to count the money. I say, boy, the place ram, the bar bus, counting and they can't break even. The dance can't pay for the light. Right? And Luan, you know as I normally say, in accounts, the figure we in red. And you know anything red ain't good. I didn't know anything red ain't good. But we end up in the red. Now, the lesson that I learned from that experience, that one experience as a teenager, is that you cannot take anything for granted. And that it is important to be resilient. Especially as a young man. And as an adult, I have also adopted that. That is very important. I also learned that success doesn't come easy. And success, similar to change, takes perseverance. And success requires steadfastness. Especially through challenging times. And I want you to follow me here. Because this New Democratic Party has stood the test of time. By all calculation, by all measurement, this party has been tested. The party has endured, like all of you here, because you have support NDP, hardship, struggles you have had to cross, hurdles placed before you by a wicked administration. We have suffered under this government. But I want to tell you something, people of Central Leeward, tonight, that even throughout all those hardship and struggles, the NDP has not relent. And I'll tell them again that we will never relent.
Never lost my way. Never turned fool when I reach at the crossroad. Never lost my way. Never see the...
We will not relent. And I stand before you here tonight, speaking with conviction in telling you that the candidates of the NDP, that we are ready to serve you, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I speak with confidence when I tell you that my brother Conroy is ready to serve Layou, Bookman, go all the way down to Curtin and the whole of Central Leeward. He is ready. And I normally refer to Conroy as a diamond, one that has been sharpened by the pressures of life. And he will tell you about his story later on, I am sure. And together with Dr. Friday as our esteemed leader, our entire team stands ready to deliver for every single individual in this country, regardless of who you supported in the past, who you support present. It doesn't matter. We are going to represent and serve every last one of you. And so, we are going to deliver for all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, from North Leeward over by Siobhan to my brother Terrence in Southern Grenadines, and of course, to my Leeward people. Now, I want to touch on sports briefly. We stand here tonight in an era where we have seen tremendous talent surface from. You're talking about footballers. I remember growing up in Bookman and the park and playing football with these guys. I mean, exceptional talent. Myron. Back in the day, we had Ezra, as Major said earlier, Briscoe. We now have Olex from Imbarali, and so many others. Tremendous talent. Now, how has this government, how have they put structures and system and infrastructure in place to support these young talent? They have not. And it is a sad reality, but it is the case. And let me tell you, just giving you an example of a situation, we just had Carifta. Big up my brother, Chester Morgan. We just had Carifta. You see all other countries performing, and it's not that we don't have talent. All other countries lifted medals. Whether it is Jamaica with 70-something medals, you have Grenada with about 18 medals, St. Kitts with probably about 60-something thousand population with 3 medals. How many St. Vincent got? You're telling me we can't do better than that, people? I can't hear you. You're telling me we can't do better than that?
Comes the sun shining on
under the New Democratic Party, I'm telling you, brighter days are coming.
Grades get me high.
We're going to nice up sports. We're going to give you infrastructure, lighted facilities,
dreams of brighter days,
academies, and the full work. Now let me spare a thought for my brother Conroy before I end. With very, very limited resources, we have seen what this young man is capable of. The transformation of this place. I mean, when I turn up here tonight, all your hands, look at this. The painting, the graphics. This young man deserves a round of applause, my people. This shows commitment. And just imagine doing this while in opposition from his pocket and with limited resources. What the brother is going to do when he elect him? What is Conroy going to do when Central Leeward put him in cabinet? My brother, I congratulate you on the opening of your office. This is magnificent, and this is testament and evidence of what is in store for the people of Central Leeward. And let me conclude, because as I say, Wednesday night is my night in Rosal and not Leeward. But I want to remind you again and echo the thoughts of change. Don't let anyone tell you anything. The country is ripe for change. It is necessary, it is overdue, and with change, we are going to improve and advance St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I said to you that all you need to do, all we are asking of you, is to embrace change. All Conroy, Dr. Friday, and his entire team are asking you to do is embrace change for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we are going to show you how much potential this country has and show the rest of the world what a great country St. Vincent and the Grenadines is. And before I leave, I want to again thank everyone for their continued support, not only for me, but for all my colleagues, including the new candidates, my brother Kashaka Cupid, Philip Jackson, and of course Conroy. Everyone from Dr. Friday, Major, Nature, Fitz, everyone. It has been a tremendous journey so far. And we will not disappoint you whenever the gentleman decides to ring the bell. Central Leeward, I say good night and enough love to you. See you soon.
Love of my country have me in tears. I'm begging you, Lord, to answer my prayers.
Pray up yourself.
Need your intervention to bring us some healing in our land. The enemy is within the gates, destroying us daily. When will we see an end to this suffering and misery? Right now, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win. Look around, we're losing.
Yeah. Listen, I see some people in front of me, man, are a little stiff, man. Come on. Oh, God, man. Would you play that song there again? Come on, shake up yourself, everybody. Shake up yourself, bro. Joanne, look at love over that something. Shake up yourself.
The love of my country have me.
We are on our way to victory. And very soon, you can say we got a blight out of our life.
Need your intervention to bring us some healing in our land.
Shake up yourself now.
The enemy is within the
Dr.
gate,
Friday,
destroying us daily.
victory on its way.
To this suffering and misery. Right now, we're losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I just want St. Vincent to win.
Layou.
Look around,
It's a nice
we're
way.
losing at everything. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Morality down the drain. Crime and violence skyrocketing. Situation looking grim. Can't you see what is happening? Right now, the country ain't winning. And I want the country to win. I really want St. Vincent to win. Look around, the people are suffering.
Look how the people are having a nice time. Thank you, Fuji. When NDP get in power, things going to be better. When we win the next election, the people will be partying in the streets. Because we could say, like Martin Luther, free at last. I want to remind you that there's a bar to my left and there is food to my right. So go and support. Go and support the food stall and support the bar. The bar is 3 for 10 and you can get food around there as low as $5. So come out, go on and support. If you don't want the food, buy it for a friend. So that you can sell everything here tonight and go home happy. You know, Dr. Friday and his team say they have 4 pillars. Agriculture, fisheries, tourism, and the new economy. You know, when we really look at the Leeward coast, all of Leeward, a lot of people here are fishermen, you know. And they're part of the blue economy. We don't want our people just to catch fish and sell them off cheaply. We want to be able to control the market so that we could maximize the best price and make life better for people. Look, the fella here, just see this fella here, Melo, stand up there, this you. This is the guy that paid this building. This fella here, the long sleeve shirt. He's the man that do the painting. Real name, John Mingo, better known as Melo. You know? And it's only because we have to sell the food and sell the drinks. But you know, the man that is about to come and address you tonight, I want you to listen and listen carefully. Because this man have a message that he wants you to hear. This is the man who made things are happening in Central Leeward. Play something, Fuji.
If it is that who you're voting, well, be on a doubt. When you're voting, vote them out. Vote them that who you're voting, well, be on a doubt. When you're voting, vote them out. Vote them out. If it is, they prove it to be your full amount. When you're voting, vote them out. Vote them out. If it is the time is now that change should come about, just as how you vote them in, vote them out.
Thank you, Fuji. Well, you know, we're going to break a little bit from the speeches. I have behind me here a very beautiful young lady. She's coming to sing a very special song. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nikisha Roberts.
Good night, Central Leeward. It is truly a pleasure for me to be here tonight and to sing at this opening. It is a pleasure to be on this side of history. You know, I am so happy to hear so much giants coming out of Central Leeward. You know, you listen and you know, you hear Almost all of them have some kind of Central Leeward roots. Dr. Friday probably have Central Leeward roots too, you know. So big up all yourself, everybody. Welcome to Central Leeward. For those who haven't been here in a while, thank you for coming. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I found you in the mystery, and oceans deep, my faith will stand. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you never fail, and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you will call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you will call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you never fail, and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. I am yours, and you are mine. I am yours, and you are mine. For I am yours, and you are mine. I will call upon your name. I will call upon your name. Oh, I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Thank you.
Come on, man. Clap for that. You see what I mean? We have real talent. Before we bring the next speaker, I want to big up a stalwart in court news, Mahjong. And one hand Layou, showing Stewart or showing Hazelwood, better known as Jody, just up the road. They are NDP to the core. They're not leaving. So whatever you're doing, my John, if you're listening by radio, big up yourself, girl, and you can see me next week. And Stewart is right up the road there. You can see here anytime. Fuji, play something. Because the man that comes is a big man.
Survival is a hell for brother man. In every nation in the Caribbean, we suffering down in the Caribbean. And it's all because of stinking oppression. Repressive education for a chosen few. So many brothers on the corner, cause no school to go, no work to do. Crying sin kids, be crying this. In Antigua, in Dominica, oppressors,
leave me alone.
Oppressors,
come off the boat.
Fuji! Doctor, I'll stand back at Cyrus. Right this out. Right this out. Play again, DJ. Play this.
How to run this twin island and take the people out of this jam. You take a chance and give them the work, not realizing they was making joke. After months you start knowing there's only old talk you was getting, because Jim know, Jack know, Harry know how to run the show. Paul know, Mac know, till the country falling down low, low. The country falling down low, the country breaking down. You will see how the whole place tumbling down, and it's so much pride people in down low. The country falling down low, the country breaking down. You will see how them folks just tumbling down, and so much wise people in down.
Thank you, Fuji. Ladies and gentlemen, I like how you're enjoying yourself. But I'm going to bring somebody tonight. Central Leeward. Central Leeward. You ready? You ready? I'm going to bring a man tonight. I tell you all here, they having karaoke, you know. Karaoke. And they're singing, "Don't cry for me, Argentina." Well, they'll have to cry because when I go Card News, when I go Lolly, hold on. He then says start at Wallablo. So I'm going to go over. When I start Wallablo, I say, what are you doing? Conroy. When I come Lally, what are you doing? Conroy. When I reach Card News, I say, what are you doing? They say mix. When I come upon Cardinal Hill, I said when? They say licks. When I come down High Road, what I say? Mix. When I come Barley Central, what I say? Whatever Button Glass, whatever Beat Hill, whatever Peter Stop, when I come Layou, when you got Buckaman, ladies, 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 and gentlemen, welcome the next representative of Central Leeward, Conroy! Conroy! Mix! 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 Not the old state! It's flowing my way! Can you stand it tonight? It's a season of power and prosperity. Whoa! It's a new season. Come on, say it's a new season. Tell the person next to you it's a new season. Oh, yes it is. It's a new season. Bring it on down. Listen. The devil's time is up. No longer can he bother me. Cause the creator of the universe. Good night, Layou. Good night, Layou. Good night, Layou. New season. New season. New day. This is what this is all about. It is a new season and it is a new day. And it is a fresh anointing that is coming your way. Right now, Layou, the thing turn up. Come on, come on. The thing, the thing, the thing, the thing, and them head, and them head. Come on, Layou. The thing turn up, them head hot up. Tonight, we want to acknowledge our President and next Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Godwin Friday. We also recognize our Vice President, right behind me, to my left, to my right, the Honorable Sinclair Major Layou, Major Sinclair Layou, Vice President and Parliamentary Rep for Central Kingston. All the presidents are here tonight. We also want to recognize Vice President Nigel Nature Stevenson, my dear brother from South Leeward. He's a Layou man too. That's what they just told me. And we also have to recognize the adopted Layou woman too. Our dear sister, Lavon Velox Gibson, and she's a Layou woman too. The next parliamentary representative for East St. George. And trust me, East St. George is coming home. My North Leeward colleague, Dr. Kishore Shallow. We want to thank you for coming, brother. And let me see the North Leeward crew. Let me see the North Leeward crew. Nice, nice, nice. North Leeward in the house, North Leeward in the house. I see my dear brother, parliamentary rep for East Kingston, my brother, Fitzbramble. Nice to have you in Central Leeward. I know you won't miss it. That's my brethren, I'm a brethren. Want to recognize candidates for West St. George, brother Kashaka Cupid. And brother Kashaka Cupid, he bringing it home. Come on, man. In this party, we are a team of winners and we are a team of champions. Recognize Gen Sec and all the other members of the executive, my constituency, division team, but I want to see the presence of Team Huggins. Where's my team? Where's Team Huggins? Where's Team Huggins? Where's Team Huggins? All right, Team Huggins, Team Huggins, Team Huggins. That's some behavior, Keisha. Team Huggins, come Team Huggins, come Team Huggins. Come Palmo, Team Huggins, come Team Huggins, come Team Huggins. Team Huggins. A lot of them are in the back doing a lot of work. But what caused Central Leeward to turn up, you can see, is youths we have with us. Next generation. Next generation. Thank you, Team Huggins. Thank you, Team Huggins. Thank you, Team Huggins. Some of them are still in the back. And our chairman, constituency chair, Brother Camillus Bishop, welcome. He's a stalwart and an experienced campaigner. So in this team, in Central Leeward and nationally, you notice the thing with the NDP is a blend of youth and experience. We not deal with expiration. In our team, we not deal with expiration. Expire thing, we not deal with that. It's experience and youth. So to all of you who are here tonight, I thank you for coming out. It's really lovely to see all of you. And you have demonstrated that tonight you're championing change for Central Leeward and change for all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to ask the people of Central Leeward a question. Our visiting friends, you don't need to answer this question. My Central Leeward friends, in the last 4 years, have things been better for you in Central Leeward? Serious? It's the worst things have been? My God, the people of them say they're hungry. My God. So wait, I want to ask another question. In the last 20 to 24 years, have things improved in Central Leeward? Have you received proper representation in Central Leeward? So therefore, you're saying to me that in the last 24 years plus of this administration, Central Leeward has been neglected. That is the conclusion? All right. Now, if that is the conclusion, all right. Now, if that... Oh my, that is the conclusion. Therefore, there's no confusion. All right. So the people in Layou are saying to me, their experience for the last 24 years is that they have moved into extreme poverty. And they put in you on poor relief. Well, let me tell you something. When I come through and walk through Layou, and I engage the young men in Layou, you know what they said to me? They said, Mr. Huggins, we know why you come, give me handouts. We want you to teach us to fish, equip us, so we could make it for ourselves. That's what the people are saying to me. Therefore, the people of Layou and the people of Central Leeward, they deserve better. And hence the reason Conroy Huggins came forward to give you better representation. After 24 years of neglect, and I spoke at Dr. Kishore Shallow launch
in October of last year. I just had a couple of weeks on the ground because I came in September. But I started, and Dr. Friday said, Conroy didn't come hit the ground walking, the man hit the ground sprinting. Because my first sets of walkabouts, it was Dr. Friday and the entire team going around with me throughout the constituency. So even before we got to the convention in Pitobedel, I had walked through the communities. And as I walked through the communities, I made the observations. And when I talk to the people, they will tell me nothing significant have happened to us in the last 24 years. And from since I start to highlight the neglect and the abandonment of Central Leeward, the man them start to run like headless chicken, trying to fix everything. I had already told them that once I am the selected candidate for the NDP, it was going to change. And I told them I was going to put them to work because the neglect of the constituency, which has hurt all of us, it was going to change. And even before I am elected, we are getting things done. Layou, yesterday I was walking around in the community as we were making the final preparations for the office here. My colleague, thank you very much, thank you very much. As my teacher, Broka, you know, I did maths with Brother Broka. Let us recognize our elders among us, our stalwarts, retired civil servants who have made significant contributions in education to this country. All right, yesterday, I went across by the jetty. I went across by the jetty right here, close by to us here. You know who built that? That was built under the NDP back in the 80s by the Honorable Herbert Young. But listen something. This is something that you don't know. Because when you drive by and you walk by, you don't see what the reality is. So I went over and the entire area where the jetty is connected to the sea defense, the entire thing is eroded and it is totally hollow, 10 feet in. 10 feet in. Well, I know when I talk, they normally go and investigate because they are not aware of what is happening in the constituency. So I know before the election is called, they're going to put up a signboard to say they're going to repair the jetty. But that is fine because I want the people to be able to utilize the jetty. But as we speak, the jetty is literally falling apart. Steel is exposed. I mean, those lumps that they have there to tie the boats, they are broken out. And in the center, I'm being advised right now, start to sink. Neglect of you in Layou. But you think that bad? You think that bad? Check out the police station. You know them people in the hand of shame. I respect the police officers who are here with us tonight. Big up to the police officers. Let us pick them up. Let us pick up the police officers. Let us pick up the police officers. Let's pick up the police officers. Our police officers and law enforcement officers, they need better working conditions. That police station in Layou, I talked about it since October. That's over 6 months now. The grass still in the guttering right now as we speak. Trees still on the roof as we speak. And the entire thing is still dilapidated, worthless, nasty, and dirty. I am making a call tonight for the police officers to decide that they will take a sick out for the working conditions of that police station. Police officers, we stand with you. The place is too dirty for you all to be in it. Your health and safety is compromised as a result of the condition of that police station. Layou, Central Leeward, that isn't all of it. You go to Barley, the police station in Barley right now. A gentleman told me he passed by there today and he was shocked of the condition. You see, they don't care about our security. They move the police station from Barley, abandon it, and then move it in a private home, in a private property in Peters Hope. 4 years now, going into 5 years. Layou, you heard Brother Nature talk about the Palmies Bellwood Road. I said on radio, it is the worst piece of road in all of St. Vincent. You know what happened? After I spoke about it in October, they came in January of this year. I'm telling you, I'm always on the ground. They came in January of this year and they put up a board, a notice board with a contractor name and project timeline, project cost, and all of that. But wait, here what happened now? I talked about it October. They put up a signboard January. And they had the gall to put that the project start date is October 2024. And then they came March of this year, just March past, And they moved a sign from up to the top by the Petrocliffs, where they have the tourism facility. And they put one now by the entrance of the road where we call First River, where the agriculture station used to be. And the people have no shame. They put that there in March, and they said the project start date is October 2024. But the project life cycle, they said, is 15 months. Now, if you check October, November, December, January, February, March, April, 6 months. And all them I do up to now are measure, put down some steel, tie piece of thing. Up to today, 6 months on, they're still tying. I did a walkabout going up Palmies Road, heading towards the cemetery. And then I passed the Petrocliffs and went up, going up by Eggman, hitting up to Bellwood. And I spoke with the people in the community. And you know what they said to me? They said, Mr. Huggins, we have been seeing this every election cycle since Louis Straker. Achoo? The people of them say achoo. Achoo. Achoo me talk now. Achoo me talk. I do my research. I do my work. I do my work about myself. And even the people who support Labour, they said to me, Mr. Huggins, they do not deserve another term because they keep telling us. They keep telling us and they're fooling us. And let me tell you something. You would be shocked to know who told me that. But I won't tell you that on camera because he's a big Labour man. The man say he's fed up. Every election year, them a come and them a put down stake, them a tie up thing, them a put down and tie up. And they say, the man said to me, then think out otish. So the people up, they said to me, this election, they can't support them. And they're going to support Conroy Huggins. I could highlight neglect after neglect. Don't talk about the playing fields. Layou, Bukument, curtains. Oh boy, when I talk about curtains, I have to tell you some breaking news. Breaking news for curtains now. Since I was announced The present representative, well, today somebody told me he started to put down the glass now. Because before, his window was always up. But now, he put it down from today. No, from yesterday, they said they put it down. But let's what happen now. Their analysis have shown them that curtains gone. So, the man even doing walkabout in curtains in the night. And Bukumen too. And the people at Curtain tell them, no bother waste your time. And mix how you own. And a mix how you're supposed. How when people tell them, how we mix. And how we support how we mix. Because how we mix have done a lot of work in the community. He has always been a community man. Has always been grounded with the people. And they know for certain that with mixing government and the NDP administration leading, things are going to be better. I ain't got the breaking news yet, you know. I ain't got the breaking news yet. So breaking news. On Sunday next week, not tomorrow Sunday, next week Sunday, the 4th, we will be hosting a mix and mingle 3 Masters Cricket. The thing don't set up nice. So, Conroy Huggins, Central Leeward, is going to play against Dr. Kishore Shallow, North Leeward. But here what happened now. After that game, on the 4th of May, you know what they're going to do? They say they're going to close down Curtin playing field. They're going to close down the hard court. They're going to resurface the hard court. And then they're going to barricade the playing field. And me hear they will put in light too. Yes! That's what they say. Well, here what happened? You're going to have to ask them to let you play in field. Because since 2015, they promised Layou. They're going to fix Layou playing field. And light it. And up to now, what happened? Nothing. Then think how dotish. Then think how stupid. Are we neither dotish? Now we neither stupid. So since Mix a Blaze's trail, the man them get so busy that they're getting so confused. The area representative of Layou couldn't even think of dealing with Layou playing field. The man have to go to Mix playing field. A mixed playing field, the man have to go to first. Because he's trying to get some votes from Mix. But I am telling him tonight, brother, it make no difference. You go fix curtains, you fix the hard court, you fix the playing field, in a matter, curtains still belong to Mix. And the unfulfilled promise to light Layou, Conroy has already stated it, and Dr. Friday stated it in our first walkabout in Curtains. It is on Facebook. It is on social media. When the youths were playing and the game was finished, they came out with a slogan. We were kind of shocked. There was like, one Friday, one Friday, one Friday. That was the chant from the youth in Curtains. And since they saw the chant, one Friday, they get crazy. They start to give the unemployed youths and Curtains little work for 1 year, temporary thing. But the youth man, them don't tell me, it make no difference. Curtain belongs to Mix. It make no difference. I could highlight neglect and abandonment of the whole of Central Leeward. The only thing they gave to Central Leeward in the last 24 years. Oh my God, tell me, sister. Come tell me, mama. Jail! I want jail, I want garbage dump upper the lives. The only thing Central Leeward got in 24 years. A prison to put away our young men and a landfill on arable agricultural lands. Landfill on arable, the best agricultural lands in the whole of St. Vincent. I walked on those lands. Belize has a microclimate that even in a drought in Belize, you will still get yams, you will still get carrots, you will still get tomatoes, corn, and everything. They had no plans for our future. And as a result, they have engineered to facilitate the fulfillment of the purpose of the prison. That's what they did. That's what they did. But under the New Democratic Party leadership of Dr. Godwin Friday and the team of leaders he has with him, we will transform Central Leeward for the better. How are we going to do that? I said it very early. I said, as soon as we got into office, my first priority to Barley was to fix the Butler Glass Village Road. You know what happened after that? You know what happened after that? Man went to the budget speech, and the man say, well, we got open the Blackfish facility and fix the Butler Glass Road. So I'm going to fix the Butler Glass Road. I did already tell them I will put them to work. It will be good for them to fix the Butler Glass Road. But I was already advised that their plan is to do the Butler Glass Road 3 months before the elections. But tell them come now, because Butler Glass belongs to Mix. Butler Glass turn up belongs to Mix. All they're doing right now in Central Leeward is doing a little money here, money there. But they make the people dependent, as they tell me, because they put them into extreme poverty. But what the people have said to me, that it does not matter how much money they bring. A man in Layou told me that yesterday right here. He said, Mr. Huggins, they might give out $1,800. If they give me, I tell them I want them. That's how far people reach, that people are saying they will not even take whatever money they give them because all they want is to get rid of them. I'll just give you some quick plans for Central Leeward. Quick plans for Central Leeward. I've already declared that all 3 playing fields in Central Leeward, we will resurface them. That's what have them going crazy now. We will resurface them. I already have the plan for Layou too. I will be getting that done too. We will be getting that done too. Curtains, Layou, and Bukument. I've already had conversation with Brother Dr. Shallow and Brother Nature Stevenson about Bukument, because our plans for Bukument is to make it another premier cricket surface in St. Vincent for Central Leeward and all of St. Vincent. You notice what happened for this period of time when we had all Leeward sports? We couldn't even host all Leeward sports on any Leeward surface. We had to go tongue. Why? Because none of the surfaces in Leeward is proper to host games. And we don't have them fenced, we don't have seats. We will be changing that. And when it comes to roads, well, I already told them Butler Glass was priority. So they said they will do that for me in 3 months before the election. I said to them, go ahead and do it, because the people already know that because of the pressure you're under, you're going to do it, but still, they're going to still vote for Mix. So no problem. But apart from that, for you and Layou, the Palmis Road that they keep measuring for the last 5 elections and plan to do it up there work. Yes, I shoot my talk. Every day they go line up and line up. Them a measure right. Let them keep measure. I want to let you know, Layou, that road, if they don't deliver it before this election, we will deliver it. And the plans that Brother Nature outlined tonight, we will be taking it all the way back over to Vermont. That is going to improve access to farmlands. But before I go tonight, I can't leave without addressing the fishers, farmers. Because you know the thing is, the 4 pillars for economic growth, the sports, Dr. Kishore Shallow talked about it. We have top-class athletes. Permit me to big up the national coach for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Who is that? Ezra Hendrickson. From where? From where? You know what they told me? Right next day. Watch over there, watch over there. Just look over there, just look over there. Why is he there so? Why is he over there so? Why is he there? Hugging Street. The top ballman from Layou, Briscoe, Ezra Hendrickson, Lester Huggins, and others are right in there. Beckett and all of them are right in there, them and come out from. The assistant coach for the national football team. You know who he is? You know where he from? Around the Ash. From Baga. Central Leeward has been hitting this thing from long time. And what we will do in the NDP as we formalize the new economy where our sportsmen and women will have a ministry that will look after them. I listened to an argument this morning when they were talking about the Carifta Games and how poorly St. Vincent did because, you know, the guys are not well equipped. Part of it is because they don't have the proper infrastructure. That's part of the problem. We will ensure you have the proper infrastructure and we will ensure that you, the coaches, are well equipped so that the training can be passed on so our generation next will not be killing each other going forward under any other administration. Too much of our young men have died by gun violence under this administration. Never in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines you have 55, 54, and 30-something murders in 1 year. For the fishers. Fishers, you told me you have been suffering. And after burial, only 1 or 2 people get a little something. But the majority, everybody else who got affected, farmers too, they still ain't getting no support. Under our administration, the blue economy, fishing, will be a priority. But we will be transforming this industry from this subsistence that they want to keep us under. You know what they normally say about us? They describe us as peasants. Worthless, dirty dog. Lowest common denominator. Go to university and come back more backward than you went before. That's how they see us, you know. And you know, most of you look like me. So when you look like me, they say you're supposed to be carriers of water and hewers of wood and service to them. We say essentially what to that, no more. We will stand for ourselves and we will provide the leadership for ourselves. We will not be depending on any handouts and poor relief to drive our economy. Major addressed it tonight. They have been using it as a weapon against us for electioneering. But even those persons, I want to let them know that under this administration, we will move it, especially for the persons who are disadvantaged, from the 275 that you are getting, and we'll move it up to 400 so that you could meet your basic needs. We will increase it. $500. I'm stand corrected. We'll move it up. We'll move it up. But for the fishers, we will be transforming you from the subsistence fishing that you're doing, going out, come in, within a couple of hours, and then you kind of run around to get things done. We want to transform that and make the fishing industry more commercial. And when I say commercial, to satisfy the local market and the extra-regional market, so that the preparation of the yellowfin tuna and the bluefin tuna for export, that the trawlers that you will be able to purchase under the National Development Bank, you will be able to take a bigger ship out to sea, spend a week, and depending on the size, you can spend up to 2 weeks. Do your fishing, organize yourself into cooperatives, into groups, into companies where you can make money, and you will be able to process the fish out at sea. So by the time you come to shore, fish is going to be shipped out. That is transformation. Last point I will make before I leave. This election is about leadership. Come on, man. Come on, man. We must win this seat. Together we win with Huggins. Together we win. This is a winning team, you know. I'm essentially what people name their team Huggins. But listen to this. Last point before I leave. This election is an election about leadership. Leadership towards the past and leadership behind. Because grumpy old guy calling other people a grumpy old guy is in the past. But when you look at Dr. Friday, fit as a fiddle, has years to go, ready to take St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward. Major League Daniel Cummins, Nature Stevenson, Andrew John, Dr. Kishore Shallow, Kashaka, Philip Jackson, Conroy Huggins, Sister Lavonne Velox. Well, don't talk about the Garifuna Queen. Chevron John. I mean, what a team. What a team. And to show the readiness and the seriousness to which Dr. Friday is taking this election before 2024 closed, Dr. Friday said, we are ready to take the election. We have a complete team since December. Up to today as we speak, the incumbent still a struggle to find candidates. With all the money they have, they still try to find candidates. I ain't forget Brother Chieftain. It's the whole team. And this team that Dr. Friday has put together, yes, Brother Bruce is there. It is a winning team. And for Central Leeward, together, all of us in Central Leeward, we're going to win with Huggins. But you see here, together, we will win for the NDP. So we are calling on all of you, no matter where you are, this election is an election for our future, for our children's future. And therefore, Central Leeward, together we win. Together we. And when we go to the polls, we voting for our future. The key is the symbol for prosperity and access to our future. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you, Central Leeward. We got this. Central Leeward, we got this. We are bringing this home. Together, we win.
This is it.
Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
You want to hear that again?
Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that was spite.
Enough is enough.
Oh yeah. Enough is enough.
Gone now.
You want to hear that again?
Enough is enough. The people say they gone now.
Fuji, give me a little piece. Give me a little piece, Fuji. Let me party.
In my whole life, I've got a dream. My whole life, got a dream. Too many people hate apartheid. Why do you like it? Too many people hate apartheid. Why do you like it? Hey, you Rastaman, hey, European, Indian man, we gotta come together as one. Hey, you Rastaman, hey, European, Indian man, we gotta come together as one. Hey, you Rastaman, hey, European, Indian man, we gotta come together as one. Don't forget the Japanese.
Yeah. Hey, we have this are nice vibes. Come on. We gotta hear the boss first and then we have some music. All right, take it easy. Listen. You know, when I used to grow up, there was a song that said, you better take warning. You better do good. Let your light shine bright. Respect your fellow men as you should. Because why? The evil that men do, we live after them. You know, tonight, you hear all the speakers, all the bosses. They talk and they say what they have to say. But you know, tonight, we have the boss of the bosses. And we have so tonight we have the last man standing. He will come to speak to us tonight. And listen, hold on. I want all things. Sister Villux, Madam Treasurer, Shaka, Conroy, Nature, Major, Kishore, Fitzbramble. Take your time. We know what we're doing. Take all the time. We want all of you to come up here. Right there, right here. Because the boss is coming. Listen to me. The man of the hour. 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 Next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Godwin Lorraine Riley.
Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying. One love. Hear the children crying. One love. Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright. Oh, 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 oh.
All right.
Pass all their dirty remarks.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. The hour is late and we have to get on with this fantastic program. You see, watch something here. The ribbon still ain't cut yet, eh? so, let me get on with the meeting and the official duties. I want to thank everybody who came out here tonight and all of my colleagues who were here, those who spoke and those who came in support of Conroy and his team here in Central Leeward. I want the people of this community to know we've been here many times campaigning, you know? And in the past, they like to think that they have here a solid base. But what has happened over the years, listen up, is that there has been a complacency from Straker all the way back. And you hear Conroy told you of all the things that they have failed to do in so many years that they have been, they say, representing this community, but they didn't represent it. They misrepresented it. So the whole thing, the politics in this area, listen up. The politics in this constituency has been dead politics. The whole thing been flat. And we have to do what? We have to mix it up. So we have here with Conroy, Mix Huggins, the man who is going to mix things up for the people of this constituency. Finally, you have somebody who is a true champion of the people in this constituency. Somebody who will look at his colleagues, who will have the courage to look at me as his political leader and his prime minister and say, Dr. Friday, my constituents have put me here and they want me to fix the road in Butlangas. They want me to do all the things you hear that I have mentioned to you that this government has failed to deliver. And that is why I am here as your representative. That is why I'm coming here. That's why I decided to cast my lot and enter into politics, where I am sure there were many who would have said to him, boy, that is a rough game. It's a tough game. As Kishore told you, mothers in particular will give you the advice. I remember so many years ago, when I told my mother I was going to come back from Canada and go into politics, she looked at me if I was, as much as she loved our country and our party. She said, boy, you sure you want to do that? Because you seem to be giving up so much. You work so hard to get. But I don't see it as a sacrifice. I see it as me doing my duty for my country that has given me all the things that I have had. I have been very fortunate as so many of the people who came up here on this platform to speak. Sometimes we talk about what could have been. You know? And when I say what could have been, for me the conversation is always what could have been if the NDP had been in power for the last 25 years. Not about me. It's about the people. And that is why we are working so hard. That is why we want to bring change to the country. But the change that we need is not going to come on its own. We all have to be the change. We have to be the change that we need in this country. We have to make that change happen. And it's necessary because The country is literally falling apart. Crime is out of control. The roads, the infrastructure all over the country is in the worst condition that they've ever been in living memory. We have young people can't find jobs. They cannot find a place in this country. It is as though this generation, their parents and their grandparents, have given up on them. That the government has disowned them, as Leacock said. Treated them as though they have been disinherited in their own country. Well, too much of that. The young people are the future of this country. They are the ones on whom we depend to see our dreams grow and become bigger and bigger as we go forward in the future. So, I want to say this. I'm not going to be too long tonight. But I want to send this message loud and clear. I want to speak to the parents of this country. I talk to the young people, but I'm addressing the parents of this country. I want to speak as well to the grandparents, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, to the uncles and the aunts. I want you to say to the young people in your homes, those over whom you still have some influence, get yourself registered and come out and vote. When the young people of this country decide that they want a change to come, nobody, and I say this, nobody is going to stop it. So, what I say is bring all your dreams, your frustrations with this present government, your expectations as to what this country ought to be. Bring them with ours. Put them together with all that we have brought to the table, the plans that we have put forward for the country. We have talked about rebuilding agriculture, which we will do. We have talked about rebuilding our fishing industry and expanding it, which we will do. That we are going to make tourism grow more rapidly than it has been under this lame government. When we talk about the new economy of all the opportunities that will be there for our sportsmen and women, for our artists, our creative people, so that they have not just the expression of their talent, but the opportunity to make a living from their talent. That is our vision of St. Vincent and the Grenadines of the future. It is transformational. We talk about how are we going to make the north of the country truly part of the country, not just connected by roads and by familial ties, but connected by the economy in a very powerful and effective way, so that the people in the north also feel that the produce of this country, that the wealth that it creates is also to be shared with them. We can't leave them behind. You can't just say above the dry river is a different country, in the way they used to say about the Grenadines that you're behind God back. But you see that when you put the effort into it and you have a plan to develop the entire country and to treat everybody as a citizen equal, that we can make it happen, and we have devised a plan. So, under an NDP government, if by the grace of God we have anyway near the time that the ULP has had in office, we are going to see a country that is so different from what it is now. So much better than what it is now. We have the potential, as my brother Dr. Kishore Shallow said, to be a much better, more generous, more kind, more productive, more hopeful country than we are now, where our young people use their talents to lift each other up, not to tear each other apart, where the parents and the grandparents can look to the children and say with a smile, I could remember when she was in kindergarten, when she was in primary school, when she went to secondary school and to college, and here now she is contributing to our country and making herself also a worthy person in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We can make that happen, but we have to have the vision to do it. And we in the New Democratic Party, we make no bones about it. We have the best team here, the best people ever selected to run as candidates in elections. And that team is going to deliver when the election is done and we form government. They're going to deliver from day one for the people of this country. I want to give you a promise as well. The promise of better days ahead. This is not an idle promise, because I'm not just saying it without details. We have a plan to develop the economy. But we also, there are programs, specific programs we can take advantage of, but we're not doing now. Yeah, we talk about the citizenship by investment program that other countries in the region have done. Ralph and all of his ilk, you know, they wash it aside and they tell you all kind of stupidness about it because they don't need it. Their bread is already buttered. Not on one side or two, it's buttered on three sides. They already have it made. And so they want to keep the rest of the people dependent upon them. But I say to you, I am going to introduce that program because I have seen what it can do. It can reduce the debt in this country. But more than that, all over, people are crying out that they're catching hell. They go to the supermarkets and they can't make ends meet. They can't pay their gas bill. They can't pay electricity bill. They can't send the children to school. I see it in my office all the time. I want that to change. And we can make it change. So what I say to you, when they tell you, if they say that anything about selling passport, tell them we're selling it for you, not for me. You are going to be able to benefit from it because I am going to reduce the VAT from 16% to 13%. That is money in your pockets. That is money in your pockets. I am going to also introduce bonuses for persons on the lower end of the income scale in the public service. That is a benefit for you. It's going in your pocket. For persons who are in the National Insurance Service and they also have a very low bi-weekly or monthly payment, we are also going to provide benefits for you. A bonus to you. For persons who want public assistance, you're making $200 a month and them fellas lording it over you. I am not going to double it for you. I'm going to triple it because you can't make ends meet and $200 a month. You know, these are things that we can do. But there are those people who feel because they are doing well, they have been insulated in a bubble for so long, they don't understand the pain that the people are feeling. They can't fathom it because they drive around in the SUVs and the street, it parts like the Red Sea for them. And they feel that this is the real life, this is how everybody lives. But it isn't. They are going ahead, but the rest of the country is being left behind. Well, enough of that. We need to change that, and we have an opportunity to do it when the election comes. But we can't leave it for somebody else to do. We cannot leave it for somebody else to do. This man here, you see this fella standing up here? He had his key here. He had that key since 1989. So he's been carrying the banner for the New Democratic Party all this time. We have been in the parliament bringing the cause of the people, holding this party together, shaping the opposition and putting plans in place for government. We are at that point when we can make it happen. But don't fool yourself into thinking that change is going to come simply by desiring it or simply by saying it is needed. What it requires is for all of us, every single one of us, to take the responsibility to make the change happen. And that requires not just commitment, it requires courage. Because unfortunately, for too many people in this country, they make excuses. Oh, I can't do this because I have a contract here. Or because my daughter going to school here. Well, what is the future we're giving to those young people if we don't have the courage to stand up and bring the change that you know that the country badly needs? Let us inherit the courage. Let us inherit and create the country that Chateaubriand fought for so many years ago, hundreds of years ago. Let us create the country that Milton Cato would have envisioned when he brought us into independence, as Leacock said earlier, in 1979. Let us think of a future that is better than the one we have, not of salvaging something for the next generation, but of creating something that is bold, something that has promise, that brings joy to your heart. We can do it. We just have to believe in ourselves. Don't let anybody tell you anything less. Nobody knows better what is good for you and for your country than you yourself. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So when we come here to you, we come with, despite all, I have a lot of degrees, you know. People sometimes, they say Friday, I have more degrees than a compass. But them things, they don't matter to me. What matters to me is not my education. What matters to me is when I stand in the crowd here and I talk to people. When I go to the villages and I sit and I talk to people. When people meet me in the street and I know they could call me over because I can stop and listen to them, no matter how hurry I am. And I hear from them what is their concern. Not just what my vision is, but what their hopes and their concerns are. That is how you're a true representative. And my colleagues, I heard Conroy here tonight, going through all the list of things that he, in the short time he's been here representing this constituency for the NDP, he has seen as those things that are lacking. And the heart and the courage that he has to stand up and say, I want to do something about it. I am proud that he is part of my team. And we have so many people who are professionals who could be doing other things. And they've said, no, I love my country. I believe I can contribute. And with the team that we have assembled, we can create something truly beautiful and wonderful in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is why I am so hopeful. But that is why also I work so hard. That is why all my colleagues are working so hard. Because we know it is possible. We know we can feel it. It is possible. But we just have to take it, make it happen, and it takes all of us to do so. So, my dear people, let us bring the change that we want. Let us be the change what we want. And with all of us working together, let us get it done. Thank you and God bless you. The people of Layou, you have in Conroy Huggins a champion who is going to be your best representative in generations. Let us elect him and make the New Democratic Party the next government. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.
No cross-country road, no stadium. Comrade must be ready, feel we dumb. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And stupidness. You know they build a fish complex in all we are. To catch the folks behind the dry river. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. Bonus and wastefulness. You know the airport was to finish years ago. As far as I see, like it's on go slow. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. I never see more mess. And pompousness. But let me go. Ring the bell, comrade, ring the bell. Who ain't going to jail? They're going to hell. Ring the bell, comrade.
Thank you, Fuji. You will get some, you will party just now. I just want to remind you that on Thursday of next week is a holiday. And we have Dr. Friday's boat ride and fair under the almond tree. No, listen to me. The boat ride and the fair is not for the people of the Grenadines. It's helping all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, I'm looking for the General Secretary. He's somewhere about over there. You could order a ticket from him, or if you're from Central Leeward, check me and I'll get the tickets for you. Okay? So make sure you get a ticket on Thursday. We have 2 boats going down to Beckway. We're going in the south, that side, and we're going Beckway. So, okay? And now, at this time, we are going to do the cutting of the ribbon. Conroy? So we're going to have the cutting of the ribbon at this time. Dr. Friday, Brother Huggins, and we have our Young Dems President of Central Leeward, Momo. So those are the people who are going to deal with these things. So, and we have here on stage, we have the Keyman. Universally known, the Keyman. Nobody could beat him. My brother Spready, my real partner. So we're going to have a countdown from 5. Come on, we're going to have a countdown from 5. And then we have the cutting ribbon. So we ready to go? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you give
a
little more
hip, hip, hip.
than you take,
hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip.
And if you try to fix more than you break.
No, we're asking all our candidates that will contest the 2025 election. Join us on stage. Lead them, Sister Lavon Villux. Lead them on.
Like you.
First man, bro.
If you stand up,
former goalkeeper.
Down on their knees. And
first man,
the
bro, where are
voice to those who cannot speak. If you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way. There's a place for people like you. I've heard of
Kishore Shallow.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold.
Where's Major Liquor?
When your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you.
We're waiting for you to
walk around with your heart on your sleeve, and if you're trying to be the change if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved.
This is one for the ages.
For people like.
So all the photographers come. This is one for the ages.
The streets are made of gold. And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place out there for people like.
Where am I Central Leeward Executive? Come now! Central Leeward! Central Leeward. Sister Luan, come on.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through you, there's a place up there for people like you.
Play it again, Fuji. Play it again. We are on our way. We are marching to victory. There's no turning back, people. Time for them to go.
Never fails me. All my days, I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up.
Oh, sing, people, sing. Everybody sing.
Oh, I will sing.
Sing, people, sing. Just sing enough one.
All my life you have been faithful.
Yeah!
And all my life you have been so
good.
the goodness of God. You know I love your voice. Oh, you have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. You know I've known you as a father. You know I've known you as a friend. And I have believed
this is beautiful.
the goodness of
Just sing this song. Just sing.
Life
you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Sing, people, let's sing. The goodness of God.
Your goodness is running after. It's running
Yeah! Thank you, Roger. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Remember, Thursday, Dr. Friday boat ride. Wednesday, Dr. Kishore Shallow at Rose Hall. And Sunday, we're going up to the north for the Carib Queen cricket finals. So organize yourself and let me go up in the north. And Rose Hall is Wednesday. Ticket for the boat ride, $50. Admiral and Gemstar. We're going down in the south. So remember, for all the people that turned out tonight, I want to thank you very much for all those who have turned out to make tonight office opening very special. I want to thank you for coming. And listen to me, if you think tonight is special, come to Barley on the 10th of May in the square for the luncheon, the official luncheon of Conroy Hoggins, and then you will see something special. Remember the date, the 10th of May, Barley Square for the official lunch of Conroy Hoggins. Come down and we'll have real fun. May God bless you. The bar is still running, the food still running, few you can play a little music. Enjoy yourself and God bless you. And when you leave, get home safe. Thank you very much.